yourself out there, you know, like you did the 2v2 practice, take yourselves out on the pitch. Yeah. Like you've got now, so 4 of you work that blue line and that channel and the others work here. Right, what I'm going to deliver, I don't have the cameras there, move out of the way. Thank you very much. Action. Ideal face for radio. What we're going to talk about
got the mic on.
3 sessions. I've been asked this morning just to talk about the coaching formula cycle. What does that mean to you, the coaching formula cycle? Coaching formula. What does it mean? You've all done a level 1, you've all done a level 2. What is the coaching formula? Sorry? Plan, do, review. Anything else? Where's that go? Yeah, so we're asking what the coaching formula is, coaching cycle. You've all done level 2. It's not a trick question. Sorry? Right, technique, skill, gameplay.
Play, observe, coach, recreate.
Good. Why? So are you all familiar with what coaching is? Coaching's a number of things, but how do I know if my players are doing what I want them to do? I can see it. So they're not doing it. What were they not doing? They're not doing it. How do I know if a player gets it? So that's the question I'm going to pose to you. There's going to be some notes here afterwards. I'm going to put their session on, exactly the same, and I want you to see if there's any subtle differences between what we've done. Guys, so you take yourselves over there, 2 blues against 2 yellows, 2 blues against 2 yellows here, just to show. 2 blues go over there, in that, you work that side, that line. 2 yellows there, 2 yellows there, 2 blues here. Nice and sharp. Come put a blue bib on, son. Yeah, it's free. Just come out. Just so I'm just going to show them for what it is. It doesn't matter about numbers. 2 blues v 2 yellows. Take the ball back. I'm not going to be talking about practice, design, and anything like that. I want to talk about the coaching formula cycle. The objective is, guys, is have the ball. I'll work on these down here. Just take yourselves out. Same with you guys. Your objective, yellows, is to win the ball. When you get the ball, dribble it over this cone. Yeah. And I want to work on defending. Same with them. You're going to play the ball to them and then you're going to defend. So it's 2v2, just step out so it doesn't get confusing. 2 blues versus 2 yellows, 2 blues v 2 yellows. And you're just going to defend that line. If you do win it, go and break and put it down there. Are you ready? Just play it down there and defend it and play. So I'm going to let them play for 1 minute. I want to talk about the coaching formula cycle. Both groups going in. So it's important I give them what the objective is. They've done that, but don't worry about the organisation. I want it to be real. It's going to be working on the coaching formula cycle. Go back again then. Wait until they're back there. So we need to know the principles of defending and we need to know the technical aspects of defending, okay? If they don't do what we want, I need to coach it. Now, there's lots of methods and varieties of styles you can coach. I can just let them play. What's that one where we just let them play? Trial and error. And then I could give them some feedback, observation and feedback. Yeah, you're doing it okay and need to do better. What are the other ones? Learning styles, coaching styles I can use. Command style. Guided discovery. Question answer. I'm going to give you an example of them. So I'm just going to let them play and let's just see how they get on. Okay? And I'm thinking as a coach, I'm observing them. I've got a safety gap in between. What do I actually want them to do? So this is the coaching cycle. And hold it there. Guys, both go back. Go back, nice and sharp. Come on, lads. So I recognise they're getting tired. I want to build them up. Just start from here. Just watch this group. Just watch this group. Okay? Give them the ball. They're going to play to you and then you're going to play. Now, it's really important you understand the technical aspects of the game. Because if players do it, do I take credit for them doing something? If they don't, can I make them better? Can I improve their understanding technically, tactically? Okay? That's my challenge as the coach. My challenge is, do I know the technical detail? Can I then communicate it to the players that I'm working with? This is the coaching cycle. And it might bring it back to you. And play. Just play what you see. Good. And hold it there. So I'm going to ask you guys, what's the principle of defending? What are the principles of defending? What are the technical things? It's a rhetorical question, and I want you to think about it. Come back. So, he's done something really, really well, and it might be because the coach did it. What did you do well when the ball travelled? And this might be a bit false, this practice, because we've got the ball and we give it away. So you might try to create some realism to say, I'm trying to play to that midfield player in there. Yep. And as I play it to him, what are you going to do? So the realism is real, not just give it to him, because you don't do that in a game. So I paint the picture in that I'm trying to play it to someone. Oh, we've lost it. Yeah, come back. What did he do really well? Yeah, he shut the space down. So the first thing I'm looking for, he shuts the space down. He travels when? As the ball travels. Now, if he does it, I don't need to coach it, but I'm observing and saying he did coach it. Yep. Just play what you see. Play, both groups. Good. And stop there. Good. So, you've done brilliant now. Now what you're thinking about? Can you cut him off? Cut him off from where? Okay. Where do you want him to go? Where do you want him to go? Where don't you want him to go? Down there. Good. Have you got help? Where's your help? In there. Okay. So I'm just asking him some questions. Come back. And now they've done pretty well. But I'm now going to get into the nitty-gritty of if he doesn't do something, and then I'm going to go and coach. So just play again, give him the ball. Pretend you're playing to a midfield player. I'm going to work on this group because it's closer to you. The detail, I would work between the two. But it's not about how I work with the groups. It's purely about the coaching formula and cycle. Play. Good, good. Can you get there? Good. And stop there. Stay still. Now, technical detail. Look where you are. Let me take your place. Give me the ball. So I've seen a mistake. In my eyes, a mistake. I've rectified it. I've recognised he's done something well. Give praise for it. Now I've seen a mistake. I could ask him a million questions, but I'm going to show him. I'm going to command him. I'm going to show him what I want him to do. Watch me. See if you know what I do when I get there. Stop there. What have I done? I've gone sideways. Good. Why have I done that? What is my body shape saying in relation to the ball? What am I encouraging him to do?
Go inside. Across this way.
I'm encouraging him to play there. Yeah? So if I work on the first defender of, he did very well shutting the ball down. When I get there, I'll put the brakes on. Because if I don't, he'll use his pace to beat me. Pop it. Just pop it and run. If I'm still going forward, he'll use my pace. So I need to get there, put the brakes on, sideways on, all the technical detail. But, give it back. I'm showing him there's a mistake. Can you do that? Now come back in, give the ball. So I've showed him and I've given him some information. Whether I question and answer it or whether I command it, I need to check his understanding to see if he's got it. Come here. So you don't need to go all the way back there. It's a rehearsal to see that he's understood what I want him to do. Just play. Oh, 3/4 play. Good play. Good. And stop there. Good. Give it back. Now, when you get there, like I said, let me take your place again. If you get really tight to him and in a straight line, where can you beat me? Yeah. So you might want to get yourself in this position. So I'm saying if you are going to try and take me on, you're going to go in there. And why do I want him to go that way? So I'm using question and answer now. Why do I want him to go that way? Come here. Because what? We'd be cornered. What have you got? You got cover. Yeah? Now, you've also got a couple of yards. So if he rolls it and runs, and he's got a good body shape, if he plays it and pops it, I can spring away. Yeah? So that's what I'm working on for, and I need him to get that detail right. If you was going to sprint, what's the best way to start a sprint? How do 100 metres start a sprint? They go down. Play the ball and run behind me. Is it easier for you to run that way if you need to, if you're sideways and you're low? Yeah, come back. So there was a lot of information there, and I'd make that quicker with him. I'd get in and out, but I'm just relaying that information. Now we're going to play live. So a mistake, I've seen it, I've decided to go in. I've observed it and I've put the technical detail in. He's had a practice, now we're going to play live. Just going to play live, whatever happens, and play. Good. Well done, son. Brilliant, brilliant. Good. So, where's the ball got now? They're going behind, aren't they? So there's a problem. Go back again. So, if we're going to work with two players, I need to start working on the ball and around the ball. If there's two players, we've got on and around. And if there was a third, away. So we need to build that in. Whose fault was that if they did get that ball and get in behind? You're the coach. Whose fault was it? Why is it his fault? There's no danger up there. But whose fault is it and why? So I'm pinning you down now. A combination of the both. For me, him. Yeah? And the reason is, give me the ball. And you don't fabricate. Come back up here. Come back up. You come to us, guys. My responsibility is him. Play it to him and run. What he did, and I don't know if you see it, come back, let me take your place. When it went to him, let me take your place, come out of the way. He's daydreamed and he's ball watched, like so many players do. Let's give him the ball. I'm encouraging him to play that way. I'm prepared, give him the ball, keep it still, go away from me, make the pitch big, because you've got attacking principle, give him the ball. And they've created space. So once he pops it and runs, pop the ball, my job is, stay there, is not to worry about him, is to worry about here. So if it does get played in there. So he's ball watched. Now when you coach, you don't have to tell them what they've done wrong. I'm giving you technical detail. Yeah? Come back again. Just go back in there. So, give him the ball again. The detail for the first one, travel as the ball travels. Get there, put the brakes on, sideways on below. Yep. Don't be, give him the ball. For me, don't be straight with the ball and encourage him to go round. 45 degrees. Okay, giving him a yard. If he's quick and he wants to come in there, I'll take the ball. If he wants to front me, great. Go there. So now, what are you thinking?
Thinking support cover,
yeah. Yeah, support cover. I'm saying cover. Support is for me when you're attacking. Cover is there. So, to come back 3 yards, does that affect where you're cover? You want to see the back of him, okay? You want to be able to cover him. So, the less pressure on the ball, the deeper the cover. Because what can he do with his head when no one's close to him? What can he do with his head?
Look up.
Look up. What can he do if he recognises there's space? And I don't want to coach him, but I want you to say, can you receive it in behind him? What can he do? So the deeper, the less pressure, the deeper the cover. Why? Yeah, okay, so that's really important. Right, go back again. So, take it back. Just going to let them play, because I need to see. There's a lot of information given to them and to you. It's the coaching formula. So if there's a mistake, can I rectify it? Is there a rehearsal? Then we play live. Just play what you see. Play. So logical sequence for me is you'd work with the nearest player. Yep. And then the next one is you work with the next player. So where's that goalkeeper got beat? Where did that goalkeeper got beat? It might be that he's a goalkeeper. He got beat on the outside and he's got no cover there. Yeah, go back again. So, can you, guys, you keep on working. Yeah, work for me. You keep making sure that you keep him on this side. What you did very well is you got there. If you get tight and he comes into this area of the pitch, stay with him. Okay? Play it again, play again. Good. Good. Good, play on. Play on. Well done, well done. Good recover. Who wins the ball when it goes behind? Go back again. Just start with you now. Guys, instead of running straight lines, what can you do to give them a problem? You might cross, you might overlap. So now, I'm not coaching them, I'm managing them, because I want to test these two. Just reminder of the coaching formula. I've got 2 minutes. Play from here. Play, 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 play. Play what you see. You play it. Good. And stop there. Hold it there. Go back, go back. So it's important we stop it at the right time. Go back where you was. Go across there. Take the ball across there. I'll recreate the picture. Stop. Now, I think they've run up and down in straight lines all day. I might have affected him because what did I say to them beforehand? What did I say to the other team? Can you what? Make it difficult. So, just get where would you be ideally for that ball? Get yourself in the A1 position for that ball now. Like that. So what did we say? Is he encouraging him to go inside? Let me take your place. Is he encouraging him to side by being sideways? Yes or no? No, why? You can knock it down. So many players get beat in the Premier League by going, go on, and they go in there. Remember, technical detail, 45 degrees. Give him a yard and go, you're going in there. So get there. So you get in the ideal position. What does that say to you? That picture there. Same position as him. Are you in the same position as him? No, but you're not. Go next to him. Go and go next to him. If you go next to him, where's that ball going to get played? Yeah. So go back. You'll be ready to run. You won't be ready to run because you're facing that way. Yeah? What I'm saying is, you'll cover. Don't worry about him. Where's the danger? If he gets beat, can you help him? If I'm here and he gets beat, can you help him from here? No. You'll track back, but you don't want to track back. If you start back here, what's your easy pass now? Good. Yeah? And what's your trigger if he pops it? You're going to run. Right, okay. Now, the picture happened. Go what you did. No, keep the ball. Bring it slowly. Now, go across out. Now, stop. Stand still. He started to go in there. Does he need to? No. So movement gives us a problem. Stay where you are. Where are you going to make him go? Yeah. You want him to go that way? Yeah, and I agree with you. So I'll be in here. Walk it through. Yeah, now, if you can get a foot in, get a foot in. I don't need him to go there and he beats you there. But ultimately go beat. Don't get beat. Go back. Come back. So, come back here. Recreate that picture. Go back where you was. Give him the ball. So the coaching point for me was you keep him going the same way. If he makes that run, either across diagonal or overlap, depending on how close he is, if he's close, will he be able to play forward? No. And then you can stay on that side. If he's not close, what will you need to do if he makes a forward run? Drop off and cover. Play the same picture. Play what you see. Whatever happens, happens. Play what you see. Yeah, thanks, Dan. Where you going? Where you going? Where you going? Hey, stop there. So, who was the nearest player? So the basics of the game, come back. Who was the nearest player to the ball? Yeah, and what did you do? Did you follow him out? Stay in there. He didn't do anything. Yeah, so he didn't do anything and he's allowed him to play forward and he's made that run. If I'm the nearest player, then I need to go in there and show it back to where they are. So I'm going to play from here, make that forward run again, pop it to him like you did, pop it to him and run, slow. Now, give it to him again, recreate the picture, stop there. Just slow motion, because we need them to understand the picture. The thing that happened was he went to there, he applied no pressure, he was allowed to play it diagonally, he's going on. Just walk it through. Good, stop there. What are you thinking now? What's the first thing before sending him in? Give me the ball. What are you thinking? And I know he's a goalkeeper, let me take your place. Play him the ball and run behind me. Stop there. If he starts to run and he's sleepy, get out of the way. I've got to drop. Yeah? Give it back to him. If you pop it and you recover quickly, son, if you recover quickly, I can now think about shutting that line off and getting him in there so he can't play forward. So you need to be really sharp and deny that space behind the ball. Are we ready? So create the picture, you're there. Come across where you was, because he... Now, so again, I want a little rehearsal to understand as soon as that ball pops, does he understand he needs to deny the space? Does he understand that that ball could be played forward, so he might want to get into line and down the line? Play, rehearsal, good. Now what would you do? Good, and stop there. Now we're going to go live. Whatever happens live, and that's it. Let's have the ball. Set it up again. So, there's a mistake, I've seen it. Come in here. Don't go back to the start. Hey, where you was, and we're going to play live. So we've showed them the solution. Now they're going to play live. Get there, pop it, and we play live. Play. Good, play what you see. Play what you see. Good, good, and stop there. Guys, in you come. Can you bring all the cones in and balls? Right. A quick recap on what we've just done. The coaching formula cycle. Coaching formula, coaching cycle. It's up to you what you call it. You need to know what it is. What is the coaching formula cycle? Ultimately.
Play, observe, recognise.
So there's a process. We talk about the process a lot in the FA. A process of checking players' understanding to see if they understand. It's one way. It's one way. And where was that one way actually done? Where was it done? On the pitch. Why is it best to do it on the pitch? What happens if I talk about it 3 hours afterwards? There's a visual. So for me, a lot of coaches now will not go in and find solutions. It'll be, let the players work it out. Yeah, there's times for that. But there's times you need to know your technical detail. I can't coach that and step in if I don't know the answers. Your way might be different to my way. You might want to show him outside, whatever. So you don't have to do it what I've done, and your views and thoughts and philosophies on the game may well differ from my own. However, the process is important, and the coaching formula is mistake. Go in and rectify it. So there's various ways. You might question and answer. You might use what I did, come on. And I also supplemented that with question and answer. So can I give them the solution, or can we get the solution off the player? So it's player-led rather than coach-led. That's not the important thing. It's the next process of, once we've got an answer, what do I need to do with that player or players? And how did I do that? And did we do it fast or slowly? We gave them time, so it wasn't at full pace, but it was trying to get them to see they understood. Then I feel when they understand it, what can I do with them? What did I do then? Then play live. Did we go back to the start? No. What's the danger if we go back to the start?
They go back to the start.
They might not go back into that position where you were.
Good. So it might be a different picture. So I kept them where it went, okay? Now, it's also important when you work on, and I was going to do it in a small-sided game, that every time there's a mistake, you don't just go, stop, stand still, you do this, you do that. The ball does what? So let's just say you wanted me to work on marking this guy. Let's just say the ball's transferred and I go, right, I want him to mark on the outside, I want him to mark him on the inside, whatever. When is the time that I would move from here to there? What actually happens within the game? The ball travels. So what we'll also be mindful and reminding you of is, don't just have a practice, go, right, play him the ball, yep, step in and win it, for example. Shut them down. The ball is always what?
Random.
Moving. So if you do, and I'll just say it on there, if you have an intervention, rather than just say, right, pass from there, roll it back a pass, because when the ball's over there, I may be here. Then the ball's transferred, roll the pass, I'm coming across, I might be thinking about marking on the outside, for example, and give me a chance to step in and win it. So, any questions? And what I've done is just put a brief...
Just put it out on Hive.
Put it on Hive to have a look at that. That's all on there.